Disney's Animal Kingdom is, in my eyes, the definition of escapism. All good theme parks should immerse you. All great theme parks immerse you to the point where you forget about the troubles of the outside world. For me, that's exactly what Animal Kingdom does. Disney World's newest theme park is hands down their best, and it only took 4 goes to get it right.
We're in.
What do you think about the tree?
It's a massive tree. I don't think it'd be that big.
Big tree.
Big tree.
So, what is Animal Kingdom? Well, it's a theme park dedicated to the natural environment and animal conservation. A zoo? Yes, it's a big glorified zoo. The park is split into 5-ish main sections. Discovery Island, the central hub. Africa, home to the fantastic safari ride. Asia, the incredible Expedition Everest. Dinoland USA, and the infamous train wreck that is the glorified parking lot. And last, but definitely not least, Pandora, the world of Avatar. Excited?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
It's hyped though, so will it live up to the hype?
Will it live up to the hype?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. Looking at it.
Does look pretty saucy. What? For a theme park built around the natural environment, an alien-themed area sounds a little crazy. Fortunately, it's completely the opposite. This was our first time seeing Pandora after years of craving to visit. In essence, it's beautiful. The design, the awe, the scale of the place is simply second to none. I mean, just look, literal floating islands. Wherever you look, there's an obscene amount of detail. They're good.
I need like 2 hours to look at everything in here.
You will. Pandora is Animal Kingdom's newest area. It opened in 2017 to immediate success. No surprises there, in part thanks to its state-of-the-art attraction. Hidden behind this incredible view is Flight of Passage, a flying theatre-style ride that allows you to experience flight on a banshee. I mean, that's one of the Avatar creatures. It's a popular attraction, one of the most popular in all of Walt Disney World. So, we rope dropped it. The park opened to hotel guests at early o'clock. We got there a little bit earlier than that and waited in a mass of people for Flight of Passage to open. Then, about 30 minutes later... So I've just come off Flight of Passage. Zoe hasn't said a word to me yet, so we'll start with Zoe. What did you think about that?
I just don't know how we're meant to like carry on with our lives now. Like, it was that good.
Yeah?
Like, I was tearing up the whole time.
Yeah?
Because I did tear up on, what's the one at Legoland called? Mythica.
No.
No.
Flight of the Skyline.
Yeah, I teared up a little bit on that one, but this one was like, the whole 4 minutes, I was like, crying, basically. Just, like, it's so good, isn't it? It's so good.
It is so good. I mean, that's what a flying theatre should be, right? Like, flying theatres are cool, but when there's something like that where you can feel, well, one, it throws you around a lot more than I thought, which is cool, and yeah, it definitely adds to it. And then two, you know, the breathing that you feel between your legs.
Animal was moving.
Yeah, the way that the kind of wall in front of you disappeared was cool. I don't know how that happened.
At the start.
Just went.
Yeah,
the start.
Flashing lights.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing. It's one of those rides that you definitely can't appreciate on the first go, and you're going to need to ride several times. But it was very cool, very cool. I'm glad we did it straight away.
Yeah.
And I think we'll definitely try and do it later on today. But yeah, I think it's going to take more rides to form more words.
More words, yeah.
Fortunately, we did ride it again later, and many, many more times after that. It's a glorious ride that deserves more praise later on. But Flight of Passage isn't the only attraction in Pandora. The land opened with 2 rides, The second being Navi River Journey, a dark ride, boat ride. There, you board quite an intimate 6-person boat and enjoy a relaxing journey along the Capsavan River. Whatever that is. So we've just come off Navi River Journey? Is it Journey? Adventure? One of the two. It doesn't really matter, does it? What do you think about that one, Zoe?
Really nice. Chill. Good animatronics. And just like the detail is mental.
I feel like once you've ridden Flight of Passage, it becomes a bit less, you know, good.
Really?
Well, it's okay. It felt like it did nothing, and it was all just a build-up for the animatronic at the end.
Which it was.
Which it was, I know, but that's what I mean. It felt like it. It was really cool, but I don't think there was enough going on. I don't know, there was a lot of scenery and stuff, like foliage, but like actual physical movement of the plants or whatever, I feel was limited. It's only a small ride, right? It's cool, but...
I'm shocked. There was loads. The trees were like moving. I was trying to point these out. The spinny guy, the floaty doodahs, everything.
The animatronic was good though, so... I stand by my past statements. At the time, it was a little underwhelming. I mean, most likely because I just compared it mentally to Flight of Passage. It's not a headliner attraction, but it is a nice filler. Ultimately, Pandora wouldn't feel as complete without it. There is more at Animal Kingdom than just Avatar Land, believe it or not. We got up early, so before we explored the rest, we needed to stop for some sustenance.
So he's making us get coffee in this very busy shop.
My 2 bites of food. I thought we were in America.
Go for it. It tastes like something you'd get at Costa, which is a good thing. Yeah, well there you go.
For those who didn't catch that, Costa is a coffee chain in the UK. We have Starbucks here too, but Costa is more British, innit? Anyway, with coffee in hand, it was time for Kilimanjaro Safaris. We'd heard this was a huge star attraction at the park, and to try and ride it early on in the morning. Apparently the animals are more likely to be awake then? What we weren't told, however, is how atrocious the queue line is when it's busy.
Safari was good. I'm pretty sure it's like not very sunny today, so I'm pretty sure we got a really good run. We saw like every animal I could think of, and they were all right there.
Every animal you could think of. What about a snake?
A snake, not a snake. Yeah, but they were all out.
It was cool. We saw quite a lot.
Yeah.
So giraffes,
A lot.
hippos,
Elephants.
elephant,
Tigers, which was unusual.
leopard.
Not tigers.
Lions.
Leopards. Yeah. We didn't see any tigers. We saw a cheetah walking along.
Was it cheetah or leopard? Yeah, cheetah. Yeah, right. Sorry, my bad. My bad. There you go. It's good. The queue's horrific though.
The queue was
The
horrific.
queue is really bad.
Yeah.
Like
There's a theme here,
really
but
bad.
yeah.
Holy moly. Won't be doing that again.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The morning strategy definitely worked. We did the safari again another morning, fortunately with a much shorter queue, and saw quite a few different animals. It's the kind of experience you won't find at many theme parks. It's a real must-do. By this point, we were getting further into our day. It was time for a show, an animal-related show. Who would have guessed? We caught feather friends in flight whilst walking past one of the park's free-flying bird shows. 3 thoughts. 1. There are a lot of birds. I mean, they just kept whipping them out at like different species left, right and centre. 2. The show is actually quite funny. The 2 hosts add a lot of value and play off each other. And 3. Be prepared to duck. The birds are flying across and even through the audience. It's a really cool spectacle.
What you got, buddy?
The famous honey chicken. We'll see how good it is.
Okay.
Le pork roll. And I don't know what this is. That's sauce.
It was time for a second show, a proper show. Annoyingly, the shows were super popular and we didn't manage to fit in the first time slot we were aiming for, so we waited around for the next.
Look up, mate. Just watched Festival of Lion King.
Took us over an hour to get in.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a crazy system for Battersea Theatre. Also, they're very bad at it.
Yeah.
It just takes them
It just
way
takes a lot
too
of time
long.
to get that many people into a theatre.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't know.
It's mental.
It is a bit mental, yeah. It's
The
busy,
show
but
was good.
the show was cool.
The show was good.
I didn't expect there to be fire.
Didn't expect there to be fun.
No.
It's basically like a Lion King circus, isn't it? Which is
Yeah.
good. All the performers were like very good. Very good. Especially the...
Yeah,
What's that one called?
yeah, the one next to the cable thing, yeah.
That. But yeah, just like, what?
Ah, well,
It's just a palaver to get in and out, isn't it?
it is. It's a
But
bit of a
it was
palaver.
very good.
There you go.
After Lion King, we decided to make our way around the park, anti-clockwise. First up was a second look through Avatar, mainly for a beverage, via a really pretty and relatively quiet boardwalk-esque path.
Any good, buddy? Your night blossom.
I didn't read what it was, so I can't remember what it tastes like. It's very,
Fruit or something?
it's very sweet.
Apple and pear limeade
Yeah,
with boba balls.
that'd be the balls. It's definitely apple now you said that. Yeah.
What are boba balls? Yeah, but what are they? What actually are they?
Balls. I don't know, they're not in Avatar, are they? Maybe this is the drinks that Avatar people drink.
Sure.
One beverage stop later, and we were on to the next area, Dinoland USA. To be entirely honest, I did not spend a lot of time here. Why? Well, I mean, you'll see. This area is home to Dinosaur, a relatively dated dark ride themed to dinosaurs. Crazy! To be blunt, my expectations for this attraction were very, very low. So we just rode Dinosaur. I think we were the last people to ride Dinosaur before it broke.
Yeah.
But, Sonia, what did you think about that?
Absolutely hilarious. It was so good. I didn't think it'd be that good. It was like crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot more chaotic than I would have guessed for it to be. It was pretty cool. The I mean, it's very old, right? The animatronics are not the best,
Yeah,
but
it
like
doesn't
it,
matter.
you know, it's flapping all over the
Yeah,
place.
it's mental. Like you don't even have time to look at the dinosaur because you're like gone.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's good.
it's a lot of fun. Really fun ride system. I think we'll be riding it again. I didn't think I would enjoy it that much. I'd heard meh things about it, but actually, it's just a lot of fun.
It's hilarious.
I don't think it's the best ride in the world, but it's enjoyable. We just turned the corner and now we're in concrete parking lot. Yay! Zoe just said it wasn't very Disney.
Concrete is not Disney.
No?
No.
I mean, the big construction fences don't really kind of
It's not the vibe.
give off the right vibe. So the sooner they demolish this, the better. Moana, or even Zootopia, coming to an animal kingdom near you in about 15 years' time. Jokes aside, we quickly moved on from that area to experience another show. Finding Nemo, The Big Blue and Beyond is a show all about finding Nemo. It's pretty much the entire film condensed down and told by some of the characters. But you know what? It's fantastic. The performers on stage control these puppets of the fish, some small, others huge, requiring multiple people. It's a spectacle and an absolute joy to watch. It was hands down my favourite show of the park, and up there across the Disney World Resort too. It's just simply different. A very short walk away is the themed area of Asia, and with it, the park's only roller coaster, the beauty that is Expedition Everest.
So, we've ridden Expedition Everest twice, and it's very good, isn't it? It's very good. Well, I'm sure Zoe will talk in a minute, but I don't think she thought how intense of a roller coaster it was going to be. And you know, it's pretty big, but if you kind of based it off other Disney roller coasters, you don't expect it to pack any punch, but it really does. Like, the inside section backwards is really cool, and you drop down the big mountainside, and it really does kind of provide you with some force. It's just a really quality ride, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Absolutely love it, and hopefully we can ride it many, many more times on this trip. Did you like it?
Yeah. It's actually a roller coaster. You don't really get many adrenaline kicks here. I come to realise when you get off that, you think, oh yeah, that's a
what
ride.
A roller coaster is, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
Wait till you ride Slinky Dog Dash.
Yay!
Expedition Everest is very good, isn't it? It's insane to think that they built a whole mountain just to create a roller coaster that's on theme. It holds up as one of the best rides at Walt Disney World, within Orlando, and even simply worldwide. It's just fun. Fun, and it packs a punch. Asia is also home to the Kali River Rapids, which were sadly closed. Disney rotates ride closures to complete regular maintenance. The winter months, January and February, are obviously prime spots for maintenance of water rides, while people aren't craving relief from the hot Floridian sun. Animal Kingdom also has its Tough to Be a Bug, a 3D indoor theatre experience. I had no idea what this ride was, and boy was I shocked. It's obviously a kids attraction, right? But it's really not. At one point, a stupid amount of spiders suddenly descended from the ceiling. It's kind of terrifying. The show itself was a bit meh, but it's worth doing simply for the animatronics. Combining animatronics with a 3D screen works surprisingly well.
Kevin. Bye, Kevin. See you later, buddy.
The thing is, Animal Kingdom is more than just rides. The entire park is an experience in itself. Everywhere you look, you feel part of that area. The buildings look like they've been there for decades. The flow of paths feels natural and windy, not just one straight line. And Asia and Africa also feature extensive animal trails. You could spend ages just watching the animals in their elaborately themed enclosures. Then there's the focal point of the entire park, the Tree of Life. First, let me get this off my chest. The tree is too green. It's radioactive green. I mean, I don't think I've seen a real tree that glow-in-the-dark green before. In spite of that, it's a really lovely central thing. It definitely hits hard walking in for the first time to be greeted by this giant tree with animals carved into the trunk. At night, the Tree of Life is lit up. Every 15 minutes or so, a short 5-minute show plays. It's nice to be able to see it whenever, but it's kind of sad you don't get the same spectacle of a big show like you do at Magic Kingdom or even Epcot. Anyway, it doesn't matter about any of this. My thoughts of Animal Kingdom always seem to meander back to just one area. Pandora is simply incredible. The entire land seemingly has zero dead spots. It feels natural, and yet so clearly isn't. I mean, just look, I'm not even sure this is a real plant. You could stay in Pandora for hours, just taking it all in, soaking up the atmosphere. And honestly, we did. It begins to transcend the boundaries of a theme park, because it is so natural. It just doesn't feel like I'm in a random town in Florida at all. I could be anywhere. It doesn't even matter that it's Avatar. I don't care about the films or the characters or the Avatar world at all. The land of Pandora is relatable because it's nature. It's so easy to connect with because we're wired as humans to enjoy nature. I must say though, I enjoy nature a lot more when it's hiding something so insane. Yup, Flight of Passage. I'll just say it. I think Flight of Passage is my favourite ride at Walt Disney World, and in Orlando, and maybe even in the world too, so far at least. It's just something else, isn't it? The entire experience, feeling the Banshee breathe, swooping around the beautiful landscape, feeling the sea breeze. It all adds to make it one of the most immersive rides I've ever experienced. There is genuinely one point flying through the forest where I feel like I'm there, like I'm actually riding this Banshee. That sounds insane, right? But for a few seconds, my brain fully believes it. I've never really had that feeling before. Flight of Passage is not perfect, however. The entire cave scene with the floating flowers is a huge buzzkill. The 3D effect completely breaks down and it ruins the vibe. I can look past that because 95% of this long ride experience is top tier. I am very glad we rode it a lot. Okay, so let's do some summarizing. Animal Kingdom is the best Walt Disney World theme park and it's not even close. In reality, it's the best theme park in Orlando. No other park in that area can match the level of theming and immersion. It's simply not a contest at all. Animal Kingdom feels real. It doesn't just feel like a theme park, it feels like reality, which is strange. Theme parks are about escapism, leaving the real world. How can Animal Kingdom provide escapism when it feels real? In my mind, it provides this escapism from your real world, not the real world. Asia and Africa do a better job at being real counterparts of the actual continents than Epcot does with its country pavilions. At Animal Kingdom, I escape to the real world void of any worries of the real world. Simple. The theme park is not perfect, no theme park is. While there are a lot of non-ride things to do at the park, like the animal trails, there aren't actually a lot of things to do. That's partially due to the park's ability to soak up crowds. We visited on a Saturday and the queues for everything, bar the things in Pandora, were more than manageable. A peak queue of 30 minutes for Expedition Everest, I mean, I will take that. But once you've experienced everything, you're left wanting, craving more. Animal Kingdom needs something else. Another mid-sized attraction would fit perfectly. Unfortunately, it won't happen anytime soon, and when it does, it'll most likely be in the form of a huge Dinoland USA redevelopment. That worries me. I do not want Disney to ruin Animal Kingdom, but I feel it's only a matter of time until they do. All in all, I am a certified Animal Kingdom fan. It's probably my favourite theme park, up there with another Orlando theme park that we'll hear about later in another video, and the Efteling. Have you heard of the Efteling? It's this random theme park in the Netherlands. During our trip to Orlando, Animal Kingdom became a place to detox, to get away from the other overly crowded Disney World parks. So, that's park number 3 of 8 done. Disney's Hollywood Studios, prepare yourself. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.